So, what's going on, my fellow gamers, my friends, my family? Your only friend, these YouTube streets, Porter Rock 77. So, over the last week or two, you could say, I've realized we got corporate slaves that are now picking and choosing when a quality of a game matters. You know, they pick and choose when it's important. All right. To backtrack, let's take a look at last year, right? When God of War first combat footage was showing, stuff like that. Little things were, before the game was released, little things was concern. No jump button. End of the world trash, right? End of the world. No jump button. Oh my God. This isn't, not hashtag, not my God of War, right? The change of perspective, you know? Oh my God, this is a Rise clone. Hashtag, not my God of War, right? Forgot who, but somebody complained that Kratos was punching like the roof, you know, of the dragon's mouth. Oh my God, that looks stupid. Hashtag, not my God of War. You know, oh, Kratos has a son. Oh, now he's a dad. Dad of War. Hashtag, not my God of War. All these little nitpick things, right? Then you fast forward. Detroit got nitpicked. And it wasn't even a legit nitpick because somebody showed a washed out image of Detroit versus, you know, the E3 presentation or, you know, the video presentation. Oh my God, downgrade. Look how washed out. Sony lied. But in reality, the image wasn't a natural, it was just a washed out image, you know, picture, whatever. The actual game, when you play it, it looks gorgeous, right? So even a fake image was nitpicked, right? Then you fast forward to Spider-Man. Oh my God, no puddles. Look, less puddles. It got so bad that it became Puddlegate. Hashtag Puddlegate. That was a real thing. It was going across all the media. That's how big the downgrade of puddles got. All of a sudden now, every gamer knew what ambient occlusion was. Every gamer knew what that was now. They knew exactly, oh my God, the ambient occlusion of the piping. That's how detailed and criticism these games were. That's how big they were. And again, hashtag Puddlegate. Like, we really had Puddlegate. I'm not making this up. You probably could search it. I mean, hell, type in Twitter, hashtag Puddlegate. You're going to see it's all about Spider-Man. Go to Google search, hashtag Puddlegate. You're going to see news articles about this. It was a big deal. All these little things was a big deal. Downgrades and all that stuff. So now recently, IGN released a preview footage, of them playing Crackdown 3. And it looks like trash. Complete downgrade from what was shown in 2015 and over time. Even the cloud physics destruction looks like trash. You know, there's people who streamed the game. Shout out to Kid Smooth. He didn't do this on purpose, but he's playing the game, having fun. Fun is, a personal perspective, opinion, whatever. But he tried to destroy a column and he couldn't destroy it, which clearly demonstrates the game's not 100% fully destructive, right? So complete downgrade of what was promised, the way it looks, everything. Everything about it is a complete downgrade, right? And what happens because people are mentioning that the game doesn't look good, it looks like trash, the multiplayer has auto lock on, which doesn't make it competitive, it's just a complete bad game, or at least the view and everything we're saying is bad, right? But in this case, all the people that are saying all these things are wrong are toxic. That's the narrative that's being pushing. If you now criticize games, it's toxic behavior. So criticizing consumer products, if you're doing it in a negative light, it's toxic behavior. So now you can't even say something's bad now because you're being toxic. It has to be good. Either you say it's good or don't say nothing at all and keep your mouth shut. Because if you say to the world, damn, this product is looking bad. Oh, this product is terrible. Dog, you're toxic now. And that's what's wrong with the gaming community. Are you kidding me? These same dudes saying that this shit is toxic were the same dudes that complain about a jump button. Oh, Kratos can't jump? Hashtag not my God of War. But now you talk about Crackdown it's toxic. If you talk about any game, well, let's be real. If you talk about any game made by Microsoft, it's toxic. Right? But I guarantee when The Last of Us comes out, or Days Gone, there's going to be fake footage. Somebody's going to take footage of the game, completely purposely wash it out, upload it, and then everybody's going to have fun with, oh, look at this downgrade in Days Gone. No one's going to say that's toxic. No one. Even though the footage is fake. It's a lie. No one's going to say that. But when it comes to a Microsoft game, you say anything, it's toxic. It's toxic behavior. Don't criticize the game. Let people have fun. Leave it alone. No, we're not doing that. Because in this, we're not going to give out, we're just not going to hand out trophies. All right? It's not our fault. Microsoft, as a publisher, is just not up to snuff. Tell them to make better games, you know? And this leads into why I don't trust them. I don't trust Phil Spencer. I don't trust anybody in Microsoft at this point, you know? Because when it comes to games, they have done nothing this generation. The two biggest things they done was Ori and Cuphead. That's the best, I think, at this point. New products, they done nothing. Most of their products that they co-signed drift off to irrelevancy. Like, at best, became average and forgotten, or just completely went to crap. Rise is gone. Nothing. Dead Rising, that they co-signed, whatever, to make it, come to Xbox first, the studio's gone. Quantum Break, them developers went multi-plat. They couldn't stay just making games for Xbox. And they're making a whole new franchise. They moved on from Quantum Break. Excuse me for hitting the laptop. What else have they done? Recore? No one cares. There's a lot of stuff that Microsoft didn't put out. Luckily, the previous generations of Xbox created franchises that sustain themselves generation to generation. Xbox One is fortunate that Gears was created during the 360 era, and the OG Xbox era had Halo, Forza. Xbox One's very fortunate that those games carried over, because Xbox One has done nothing for itself. Nothing. And I think people realize that. And I think people realize Microsoft ain't up to snuff at this point. So what they try to do, instead of demanding better for Microsoft, instead of telling them step your game up, these slaves are going after the consumers, trying to shut them up, trying to make it seem like what they're doing is toxic behavior. They're trying to paint people with an opinion about a consumer product and how bad it is as if that's a bad thing. Oh, don't listen to him. He's toxic. Check the game out for yourself and see what you say. Yeah, but I kind of like, no, it's toxic. Don't listen to him. Those guys are just toxic. Just give Microsoft games a chance. But then when a PlayStation game or a Nintendo game comes out, all bets are off. Say what you want. That's insane. That's insane that dudes don't want to criticize Microsoft. It just doesn't, I don't get it, because you're giving them your money and other companies, right, for the same price of these games, they're releasing better quality products. They're actually putting effort, The big publishers in Sony, they're actually recognizing these are the type of games we need to release, big budget games that potentially could be game of the year type games. That's what they want to push out. Microsoft's not interested in any of that. Oh, I know why. Game Pass. That's it. That's the scapegoat. And I said this when I first heard about Game Pass. I was like, hey, in terms of value, for people who don't buy a lot of games, great system. For $10 a month, you have access to a slew of library games that you normally wouldn't buy, or you really don't buy games. Boom. You can play games now, right? But at the same time, I said this system can be used as a scapegoat for subpar mediocre games. Because Microsoft could release a game that's just trash, and everybody's going to forgive it because, it's on Game Pass, so who cares? I'm already paying $10 a month because I'm playing these games. So pretty much, it's just an added title. So that's okay. And if Microsoft gets this message where everybody forgives these games that are trash, and those who are willing to criticize these games, they get painted as, oh, you're toxic, don't listen to them. Then Microsoft has free reign to do what they want to make games that are of low quality. They don't have to make big, compelling games because you have those that are saying it's on Game Pass, so don't worry about it. And then you have the other dude slaving, painting people as toxic for telling the world, for telling everybody, hey, these games are not good. This is trash. Look how terrible it is. Oh, no, ignore them. Those guys are toxic. They're the type of gamers you don't want to associate with. And that's the world we're going to live in. So, to me, it's too late for these Xbox corporate slaves. You guys, it is what it is. You guys are stuck, And if you don't motivate Microsoft and let them know, hey, all these developers are way ahead. All these publishers, they got better vision in terms of the games. They're destroying you. If you don't want to tell them that because you feel sorry, you look at Microsoft like if they're your children, I don't know what to tell you. Just spend your money on mediocrity then. That's on you. It ain't my money. But I'm telling you, I'm going to criticize to the day. To this day. That's just me. And I ain't going to buy nothing. And if Microsoft keeps making mediocre trash titles, I don't have to play their titles. And believe me, I won't be the only one doing that. Because the majority of gamers on PC, Nintendo gamers, PlayStation gamers, whatever, even those that don't really identify with any console, the one thing majority of us have in common is we recognize quality and we recognize trash. And stuff that keeps releasing as trash, we won't buy. We'll ignore the companies that keep releasing trash. And Microsoft will eventually be that company. Right? There isn't enough corporate slaves to sustain Microsoft. Microsoft needs the neutrals, whatever you want to call them. They need PlayStation gamers. They need PC gamers. They even need Nintendo gamers. Because at a minimum, all of us that are not corporate Xbox slaves, we're willing to buy another platform, right? Because we want the big compelling games to play. Most of us are not going to miss out on big games, regardless of platform. Me, I'm just waiting for Metroid Prime 4. That's the game I really want to play. It's a shame it got delayed, but that's the game I really want to play. When that game comes out, I'm buying a Nintendo platform. If it's still the Switch, then it's the Switch. If it's another upgraded Switch or a new platform, whatever it is, I'm going to play Metroid Prime 4. I'm not going to sit here and cry, oh my God, why can't I play Metroid Prime on my PlayStation? Oh my God, no. Metroid Prime's on Nintendo, I'm going to get it. I want to play it. It is what it is. But to you corporate slaves, I don't know what you're going to do. You're not willing to criticize the publisher, for the crap decisions they made all gen long in terms of games. Because Microsoft has been trashed this entire gen. And they made no new IP, no new killer IP established this gen that could carry over to the next, devices. Xbox Anaconda, whatever its ultimate final name is not going to benefit from Xbox One in terms of games. There is no new franchise created on Xbox One to carry over Anaconda to be like, yeah, kind of like, PlayStation 5 is going to have Horizon Zero Dawn 2, right? Obviously, Spider-Man, PlayStation 5 benefited from PlayStation 4 with those two games. And there's could be more, because Days Gone could be a hit, Ghost of Tsushima could be a hit, Death Stranding. If those games are big hits, that's even more titles with the sequels PlayStation 5 will benefit from. Anaconda got nothing from Xbox One. It might as well should have not even exist. To be honest, it's almost a gen of nothing. The only few things that's going to benefit one is not even actual new IPs, it's like features. That's all it really got from Xbox One. And you don't really need an Xbox One for those features. Those features could have been developed by anything. But the games where the big blockbuster games where a console's created and then it moves forward to the next generation, Xbox One did nothing. Don't think for a minute, oh man, we're going to get Rise 2 on Anaconda. You're never getting that game. That game bombed. Like, cut it out. Face the facts. Oh, I'm sorry. Is this Porter Rock being toxic? If you would have, instead of corporate slaving with this bullshit narrative, if you would have spent half the energy attacking the racism against Japanese culture, the silliness about one and done games, you know what I'm saying? All that stupid, is trash. Making fun of Stan Lee's death. If you would have just spent half the energy on that, that's the true stuff that makes gaming toxic. But y'all don't see that because y'all don't care. You really don't care about toxicity. You guys don't really care about the true toxicity that's happening in gaming. What you just don't want, you want Microsoft left alone. No matter what Microsoft does, no matter what trash they give you a plate full of shit, it doesn't matter because it's made by Microsoft. And that's all you really care. And I don't understand why, bro. I can understand if Microsoft made some of the best games ever. I could get that, you know. But man, they just keep releasing mediocre trash over and over and over. And you guys have this box. You guys even bought 3 consoles. Y'all bought the OG Xbox One, the Xbox One S, and then the Xbox One X. Y'all spent so much money on hardware, and Microsoft is just releasing trash. This company thought it was a good idea on Xbox One X launch to release Disneyland Enhanced. That's how foolish these guys are. It blows my mind how you guys think this gaming company is a good gaming company. You know you're screwed up when the best you can say about these games is, well, somebody somewhere out there likes it. Really? You're not even saying that you like it yourself. You're defending the game because somebody out there that you don't know likes the game. That's the best compliment you could give these games. Well, you know, Crackdown, somebody's more Crackdown. You like Crackdown, somebody likes Crackdown, just leave them alone. That's the best compliment y'all can do? Oh my God. This blows my mind. How y'all gamers don't care about y'all pick and choose quality. And I'm going to just leave it at that. I'm sorry. Nintendo gamers aren't like that. PC gamers aren't like that. PlayStation gamers like that. Why is the Xbox gamers like that? It blows my mind how y'all pick and choose quality. Crackdown is a terrible looking game. It is what it is. You're not going to go from not my God of War to Crackdown's fine. People are enjoying it somewhere. What? Listen, I don't know what else to say. I'm going to leave it at that. Ladies and gentlemen, my friends, my fellow gamers, let me know what you think. Hit up the comment section. Am I bugging out here? Are we becoming everyone gets a trophy type gamers now? Anyway, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button. All right? Everybody take care. I'm out. I'm just going to play Resident Evil 2 Remake because it's a great game. Look at that. I guess I'm not toxic anymore. Peace.